When I started my journey at that time, I was not mentally good. I was facing some depression sort of thing. Other than that, I was bedridden due to my back issues. So I thought, okay, I can't be like this, right? And then I started introspecting a lot. And I came to calculation, okay, I am going to do something to get rid of this problem. And then I found English, and that's how I started my journey by listening and by talking on various applications through video and audio call to strangers. That's how I embarked on this particular journey, and I don't need to follow anybody advice because it's not going to work out for everyone. Has different traits and flaws, and you know better yourself more than others. So you have to pick your way according to yourself, according to your choices.
So, okay. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you, ma'am?
I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And as we are meeting for the very first time,
Mhm.
would you please introduce yourself?
Okay, sure, ma'am. My name is Pinky Advanshi, as you know, and I hail from Punjab. And as far as my qualification concerned, I hold a degree of master's in Hindi literature. Along with that, I am working as a beautician, as a freelancer.
Beautician. Okay.
And lately, I have started teaching as well to beginners spoken English. So it is all about me. This is all about me in a nutshell.
That's wonderful. Okay.
Mm.
If you want, I would like love to introduce myself as well.
Yeah, yes, sure. I would love to hear you.
Okay, so as you know, my name is Rashmi and I am a teacher by profession and a part-time YouTuber as well. So I'm mother to two
Mhm,
lovely kids and I really enjoying this journey, whichever I started with this YouTube because of this
mhm,
platform. I have got this opportunity to meet so many people, knowing their background, their
mhm,
culture. So these days I am enjoying it. And as per my hobby, I love to read books. So consider myself as an avid reader, as well as I'm a travel enthusiast. I love to listen to music as well. So these are few things about me.
Okay. So I want to know, like, are you consistent with your YouTube?
I am consistent nowadays, I would say, to be true, to be honest. And I
Mhm,
have to put a lot of effort to being consistent because this is not my whole sum of
mhm,
my work because this is quite different from my job. Whatever I'm doing as I'm a
mhm,
teacher, I have to do a lot of things. But yes, I just want to be consistent. But now I have initially, when I started this journey, I just wanted to be consistent. And then every day I was posting some videos. But now I have just taken a break. And now this is quite easy for me because now I'm posting my videos alternate days, just like
mhm.
breaking one day and then the next day. So that way
Okay.
I just get time to just edit and make another video to talk to people
Mhm,
because in the day I'm so busy. So in the evening time or on the Saturday or Sundays I'm free. So I try to talk to people and then because making a video and editing videos a difficult task and I'm not that pro to this techniques but now I'm learning and I have learned a lot actually. So I think now it's
mhm,
quite easy for me to make a video and then edit it and then post it. But initially it was quite difficult
mhm,
for me. So for that, I planned to just skip one day and then on alternate days I'm posting videos.
mhm.
Yes, now it's working for me.
Okay.
So are you
Okay, that's
also a
great.
YouTuber?
Yeah, I have created my YouTube channel, and today itself I posted a video
Okay.
with Manju ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So it's a conversational video. Okay. So
It's
what
conversation
inspired
video.
you to be a YouTuber?
Nothing actually. Initially, I had a YouTube channel. When I embarked on this journey, I was a beginner. At that time, I used to approach people, YouTubers specifically, and they asked me like their question used to be like this, "Are you YouTuber?" So because of them, I started my YouTube channel. Due to some health issues, I was unable to consistent with it. So now I have started my again another YouTube channel.
Okay, so all the best for
Mm.
that. Okay, I it
Thank you
seems
so
like I have seen
much.
you somewhere, but I'm not able to recall. I think I'm knowing you.
Because I have been on people's channel. on prominent
Oh my God, maybe I
YouTubers
have seen you
channel
on
nowadays.
No, Karishma's channel, I think. Very recently, I have also make a video with her.
Karishma, Rajni.
Okay, yes, yes. So you are a familiar face for me. Nice to meet you.
Hmm.
Actually,
Thank you so
oh,
much, ma'am.
you have a very good vocabulary, I think. I have seen that video. So it's a pinky. Okay. That's great
Thank you
to
so
meet you,
much.
actually. I didn't know whom I'm not giving time because I was so busy, actually. And you can see my voice, hoarse voice. I have a hoarse throat. So, yes, I was under the weather and I was trying to be just talk to you, but sorry. After that, I just seen your recurrent so many mails in the line, and I thought like it's a very bad thing because I don't want to sound unprofessional because yeah, when it comes to people's time, I always respect. So because I also want my time should be respected, so it should be happen to me. I think you don't mind about that. You can understand.
No, I'm quite accustomed to it. Actually, it
No,
it
no,
is
please don't say
happening
that.
with me. Yeah, but I'm not feeling bad. At least you are replying, right? There
Mhm.
are certain people who don't feel like replying to you, right? People think
Yes, right.
we are having a lot
I
of
feel very
time.
bad
They
at
are
that
only
time.
having very precious time. So let me tell you one thing here. I was supposed to cancel this session, but I
Oh,
thought, okay, I have been approaching this ma'am for such a long time. Let me have conversation with her. Actually, I'm facing some health issues. I am no, unable to sit for a
oh
long
my
time
God.
since I was facing back issues for last 4 to 5 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
but I
have
thought,
that
okay.
problem. Yes, I can understand. It's very difficult when you have it's like spondylitis, something like that, little back issue. Then it's really difficult to sit.
Mm.
Okay, try just finish the session and then you go and take some rest. Okay, so tell me something about
So
yourself. I have listen. You have just started. I'm just remembering that session with Rajni, and you talked about that. You have just started learning this language very recently.
I think 2 years ago in 2023, in the month of December, in
Oh,
mid-December. Yes.
it's almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I am not consistent. I'm not consistent with my this journey because of my health issues. In between, I took 6 month gap and again 2 month gap. I gone through a surgery, though it was minor surgery, but I was facing some immense pain on my
Mm.
surgery area. So I took break again. So it was quite critical, or I would say, very
So,
pathetic moment for
oh
me.
my
But
God. So it
somehow I
means,
navigated through all.
so it means you are just recovering. You haven't recovered completely yet.
I am recovered, I would say, but sometimes when I uplift any sort of weight, I get
Oh.
pain again.
So
Yeah.
please try to avoid to lifting such any heavy object
Mhm.
because if you have
Mhm.
any issue like that, now you should avoid actually. Okay. So tell me something about your this English journey. And as I know you are a good speaker, I have listened your videos. So you can just talk about that, about your journey, how you started this thing, learning this
I
language.
have mentioned it many times.
No
When I
problem.
started
You
this,
can again say it. People love to listen about these things, you know.
okay, let me make it like let me cut corners then. When I started my journey at that time, I was not mentally good. I was facing some depression sort of thing. Other than that, I was bedridden due to my back issues. So I thought, okay, I can't be like this, right? And then I started introspecting a lot. And I came to calculation, okay, I am going to do something to get rid of this problem. And then I found English. And that's how I started my journey by listening and by talking through talking on various applications through video and audio call to strangers. That's how I embarked on this particular journey. And after 4 months, I inculcated one habit that is reading. And then simultaneously, I am going to approach people so that I can feel confident while facing people. Actually, my sister, pushed me, and she was a little sarcastic when she was making fun of me. And that time I decided, okay, now I'm not going to stop and I'm going to elevate my level. And on that particular day, I decided, okay, I'm going to have video conversation because in my locality, I'm not getting people who can speak English fluently, accurately, right? So that's how I started having conversation with strangers on YouTuber with various people. Yeah, and yeah, slowly, gradually, I accumulated sort of knowledge. Okay, what we should do it, and what should not we do it on this particular journey. And now I am stick to it, and I am doing it like I am doing many things which I am doing it last year, like which is writing, reading, listening to people, and having conversation, whether
Okay.
it's on through on video call or an audio call. Other than
Okay.
that, when I feel right to writing, and then I write as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a very nice habit actually. Reading habit is a spontaneous one. When you just read it and loudly read it, you really
Mm-hmm.
improve a lot when you speak something, no? And because in that way
Mm-hmm.
you are listening that word also, so you can just compare yourself, how I am sounding, is it good or not? So what kind of books you're
Mm-hmm.
reading, or like books, or what you want to suggest to people who are listening to us, what they should do?
I would suggest your audience, they should follow their heart, okay? If
Hmm.
they are feeling like doing something only that time, they should do it. Otherwise, don't need to follow anybody advice because it's not going to work out for everyone, right? Everyone has different traits and flaws, and you know better yourself more than others. So you have to pick your way according to yourself, according to your choices.
Right.
So when it comes to me, I love to read about horror things and romantic things. And
Okay.
once in a blue moon, a murder mystery. It if it is engaging only that time. Yes.
Okay. So you have just inculcated this habit and you are continuously reading. And as well as
Yes.
you are doing the audio talks, audio calls, you're talking to people every day.
Audio, yes, every day, and video call as well. You won't believe how much I am eccentric. I write email to at least 20 people, 25 people, like emails, and sometime Teams application. There is a team application. I approach their people so that I can connect with someone with whom I can interact through video call, right? So yeah, I do many things. I try never leave any stone unturned, I would
Yes.
say, because of this practice. Yeah.
Yeah. That should be the motivation. Like if someone just want to learn this language, the why should be very clear. The purpose of learning, why you want to learn this language, and then you spontaneously you are just explore. You can explore whatever is working for me. As in your case, I have seen you are doing everything. We talk about four pillars of learning this language, learning any language actually: listening, speaking, and reading and writing. These four pillars are there.
Mhm,
So you are doing everything I'm seeing. Like sometimes people complain about I'm just listening, but not able to write. I don't have time. But you
mhm,
are working on all the four pillars, and because of that, I can see that improvement in your language. For me, really, I have
mhm,
actually listened your that not complete audio, not complete video with Rajni, but yes, a few like a few minutes I have watched that. But I found, I think the initial one, you used very nice vocabulary. So I would love to ask you, how do you learn this vocabulary? Because sometimes we all learn those vocabularies, but when it comes to use it, it's quite difficult to use them. We just try to remind it, and it doesn't come spontaneously. Any method
mhm.
which you are using.
Actually, I have jotted down some of words. Whenever I stumble upon any good word, I try to jot it down and try to, it's not like that I'm going to remember each and every word, okay? I just keep them in my notebook, and whenever I feel like, okay, now I should inculcate more new words, only that time I target them and I just try to use them deliberately. I make deliberately efforts, means
Okay.
conscious efforts to
Conscious.
while using them, right? Yeah. And apart from that, you were saying you are following four pillars, very essential pillars,
Mm.
but the thing is that, let me tell you, I am quite volatile person, right? And it's not like that anyone anyone come to me and anyone can make me do certain things. No, it's not like that. If I feel like doing something, only that time I go for it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I'm sort of moody person. I haven't started each and everything in particular time. I slowly, gradually incorporated things, right? As I told you, after 4 months, I started reading books. And when I started reading, and slowly, gradually, I think fifth month, I decided, okay, I'm going to face people now. And then slowly, gradually, I got to know, okay, people are talking about writing and all. So it was pretty hard nut to crack for me initially, but when I started writing, it was pretty easy for me. Yeah, I used to write a very every alternative days, but now I am not focusing every alternative days because my plate is full completely,
Mm.
and I make sure to write something or the other, not even for one page, but at least a half page.
Okay.
Twice or four times in a week. That's how I am writing.
I think
Hmm.
this habit is really very meaningful whenever anybody just start writing the words. When we speak, we just have to complete it in that moment now. But when we write, we can
Hmm.
think about it. We can hover our own thoughts, like which word I can use here, how I can beautify my sentence. So even you can
Hmm.
rewrite it if you don't like it
Hmm.
in the first time, then you can rewrite it. So I think this habit is I also appreciate a lot, and I would love to suggest people if they just want to really just want to see that transformation in their language, they should just do it. They should start doing it. Okay,
Hmm.
Pinky, I like to ask you one more thing. As in that video, I can remind about you. You talked about depression. You talked about your health issues. So here, if you are open about it, because you openly talked about your depression, and we know in today's society, we all are once or other way. Everybody has some issues. Few people have anxiety, few people have depression. Sometimes even they were not knowing they have this issue,
Hmm.
why they are sad, why they are not wanting to do something, what is going on with them. Is it a depression, is it anxiety, and why they feel like that.
Hmm.
So I think how
Hmm.
you understand, how you realize at that time something is not right with me, because it's also very tough to understand. Okay, I have some
Yeah,
issue.
yes. Actually, I didn't know about it, like what is going on with me. But when my husband told me, like, let me take you to psychiatrists, at
Oh,
that time I got to know, okay, I'm not mad. Why are you saying to me like this? And he was saying to me, I don't think so. You will stay. You will live long life in this way. I don't think so. You will be alive for a long time. I think you should go with me to see a doctor. Okay, at that time, very first time, I didn't take him serious. And after a few days, he said to me again, and then he said, like, you are hurting me. The way you are doing it, you are hurting yourself by thinking a lot of frivolous things. You are hurting me indirectly. At that time, it hit me hard, and I decided, okay, he is my precious relation, like he is my precious world, I would say. I got from Lord Shiva a precious gift in the form of him, right? And I thought, okay, he's my only beloved one, and I think I shouldn't hamper his mental peace. When a female was saying like मैं इतनी busy हो गई हूँ कि मुझे सोचने का वक्त ही नहीं है दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है मुझे पता ही नहीं है. I thought, okay, I will be going to be that much busy so that I don't get time to even think about anyone. So I became that much busy. I was unable to make a call to anybody. While cooking, I used to call my father, my siblings. I became so busy. I engrossed completely into English. You would amaze if I tell you I used to get very terrible headache after watching 10 minutes video of English, any English video. Because why? I was pressurizing my mind very first time that much. And it was such a arduous task for me initially, but slowly, gradually, as I started, habitual for this thing, everything is going to come in my way. And now I can say like I can whole day I can watch English content. I'm pretty accustomed to it, and I would say I am very comfortable when I listen to English podcast or whatever in English. And you would not believe I tell you, I don't, I completely eradicated English, sorry, Hindi. I don't watch Hindi content ever.
You just
It
restricted
has
yourself
been two
to English
days.
content.
Yeah, not restricted. Initially, I used to make conscious effort, but
Mhm.
slowly, gradually, I made up my mind, okay, if I am going to stumble upon with any Hindi video, I'm going to binge watch it. Okay, in order to avoid each and every distraction, I thought, okay, I'm going to create a fake ambience of English, right? And I did it. Now I am not watching any Hindi content.
Okay,
Once in a blue moon, I would say. Once in a blue moon, I watch it,
if you
or
like
whenever
something.
I want to veg out.
Okay. So
Yeah, whenever I want to
I would
veg
like
out,
to
I.
ask you, as I would like to ask you, as you mentioned, your husband asked you to visit a doctor because of your mental condition at
Mhm.
that time. You were not at your peace at that time. So have you visited or you just make that mindset? My God, after
No,
that,
I didn't visit it. I told him I'm not going to visit it because I'm not going to visit any doctor because I'm not mad, okay? So on that particular day, I introspected a lot. I thought, okay, somewhere I am hurting him and I should work upon it. And being an inquisitive person, if you are determined person, right, it's not a nothing is a difficult for you if you really love somebody. I must be, sounding to you a little poet. I am actually, but the thing is that I am living this life. That's why I can assure you. If you love somebody, whether it's your best friend or your kids, your beloved one, your spouse, you can do
okay.
anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pinky, one thing is very clear, whatever you are speaking, like whatever you were doing initially, you were not knowing this is something about my mental health, or you were unknowingly hurting your husband. But when you get to know about it, this is hurting my husband, so I have to stop it. I have to introspect about it, like
Mm-hmm.
what is going on with me. And now people are just, if my husband is just considering me as a nuts, something crazy things happen to me and he just want to visit to doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And that means it's a
Mm-hmm.
game, mindset game. Don't you understand? You just started
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it, like whom for whom I'm doing. My life is everything means is my
Mm-hmm.
husband is there. I love him so much. Why I'm hurting him, and what should I do for this? And then you just your
Mm-hmm.
mind was just vacant, and you occupied and engaged in so many things. You make your mind so much busy so
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't have that much time
Mm-hmm.
to think about other things which bother you. And
Mm-hmm.
that was the good escape from that situation. That means you can make your mind full, and that is something called
Mm-hmm.
as like mindset game. Everything is our mind.
Yeah, yes, I would say like there are several stories in my life. I have come out of some of fears of my life. I would say I have sort of phobia. I can't live alone. I was not able to live alone even 30 minutes. I used to cry. It was like a innate thing. It was very spontaneous in me. I was not doing it deliberately. But when I found myself alone in my home, I used to cry after marriage also, right? Because in my childhood, I always surrounded by a lot of people. And even I'm married, like I have 12 people in my family. So I am kind of gregarious person. It's not like that I'm lone wolf and I can't live alone ever.
Yeah, you
So
were very
I
social
thought,
in.
yes,
Mm,
and because of English, I started consuming preachers, right? Preachers content,
mm,
right? From there, I got to know how you can make your time lucrative when you are alone, especially, right?
mm,
And I started doing it. Okay, I thought, okay, let me try my hands at it. Let me experiment with myself because it's my flaw. It's not
mm.
my strength, it's my weakness. I can't live alone. So in 5 months, I come out of my that fear. Now I can live alone at night as well,
Yeah,
let alone day.
my God, somewhere you are
Yes.
just sounding like me. I can resonate with that. I have few fears, and now everything is just went away from my side because I just fought
Mm-hmm.
those fears, and now I can say I can also
Mm-hmm.
stay night alone. There is no problem staying alone. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the fears just remain in our mind. When you just in front of it, like, okay, come, I will handle you. Any situation come across, I will
Mm-hmm.
handle. That time
But
you get
ma'am,
that
my case
strength.
in but
Yes.
I think I have something serious. I had sort of phobia. It was serious, okay? I was not doing it deliberately. I used to cry out loud. It used to seem to others like something had happened, means have happened with me, or something bad. I used to like I was not having my meal at that time. If I am alone, I was not able to have my meal. My condition was pathetic. I was totally dependent on someone's presence. Eventually, I got to know it's my weakness. I don't think so. There is anyone going to be there forever with me. I think I have to work upon it, and I started working on myself. Now I can say I am elevating myself from everywhere. Hmm.
Okay, Pinky, and I would say very nicely, you just come out of this fear, you come out of that depression, that sad story of you, and you are now writing a beautiful story, and now you are the hero of your film. So I'm very happy to see you, somebody. And I just love to know from your side, like the people who are just for someone who are just watching us and they who feels depressed and helpless right now. What would you say directly to them?
I just want to say them, if you love somebody, then just think about him or her. And if your love is true, then you are going to make a decision. Not after watching this video, you are going to make out of means out of your introspection decision. Okay, I'm not going to be like this. I'm going to work upon myself.
Okay.
Other than that, I want to mention here, you should be, it should be there, okay, what you want actually.
Mm,
It should be there in your heart. If you really want to do something, you can do it. Anything. I didn't think so anyone can stop you. Actually, ma'am, let me tell you one more thing here. Have very terrible experiences in my life. I have learned very beautiful things from my terrible experiences, and I can assure you everything is in our hand. It's up to you how you want to use your mindset through your rough patches. Yes.
right. I completely agree with that. And everybody has their own stories. Maybe in your case, it could
Mhm.
be a little more pathetic, but yes, everybody has their own
Mhm.
story. And this is only you who is there to help you, I think. Nobody can help you until unless you are not wanting it. You are not just ready. And I have
Mhm.
seen people who are in depression, they even don't want to listen to anything because their condition becomes so
Mhm.
worse, becomes so bad that they don't want to listen to any motivational things, any preachers, any spiritual guru, because these things help them to make them out of that, to just change their mindset.
Mhm.
So I think in
Mhm.
that condition is it is really pathetic and it feels really bad who are even normal who see such people struggling with this condition. So
Mhm.
I always have that kind of emotion to such people, and I really happy people like you are the now motivation. You are on motivation on English podcast now. Like your encouragement, your boldness will inspire people to come out of it. Like this is just a mindset. This is just a mental condition. We all can come out of that. The world is for us. Whatever is going on is everything I can tackle, everything I can handle with. Okay, so I would love to
Right.
ask you one question from the English because your English is also beautiful and you have worked on it. Like, what are those top three mistakes? I'm just asking, you can say three or four people make while learning English, and they are not because they are knowing everything from the past so many years, but
Mhm.
still they just fear to speak. What are those three mistakes they are even doing and not able to speak with that confidence?
Okay, first of all, I want to highlight here one mistake every learner do it, which I did it also. Like that is blindly follow anybody because you are extremely passionate towards something. It doesn't mean you are going to follow anybody blindly, right? You have to explore yourself. What do you like,
Hmm.
right? Other than that, you if you are on certain journey, then you have to do it according to lessons. You can't jump on fourth step, right? Directly. First, you have to take baby step, right? So there are certain people who start reading the newspaper and all. I never did it because it's so monotonous and a mundane task for me. So there are beginner people who are reading everyday newspaper. So newspaper English is quite very difficult to
Yeah, I
understand,
agree
right?
with
It
that.
all Greek to me. Yeah. And second mistake is they have a assumption. They feel like after listening to people, they knowing their tips and tricks, they are going to master this language in 4 months or 3 months, right? They don't want to work diligently in this field. They want tremendous results in a very short span of time. It is not going to happen. I think they should face reality rather than living in assumption, that
Right.
frivolous assumption, right?
Okay.
Third thing is like there are 4 pillars, okay? And we know everyone knows like there are 4 pillars and everyone is following. But I don't think so. It's a imperative to follow every pillar. Okay, what is going to work for you, just go for it. It could be
Right.
listening and speaking. Both are must. You can stick to both things. It's not like that if you're going to write every day, you can master in this field in few months. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, so, according to your interest, just do it. Don't push yourself, which you don't enjoy.
Yes,
That
it
is it.
will improve you, but what is working for you, you should determine it. You
Hmm.
should know that. Okay, that's a very
Mhm.
nice conversation with you, Pinky. And I think we are about to finish our
Thank you
conversation
so much.
in 1 minute we have. So I thoroughly
Mhm.
enjoyed this session with you. I think we had made a meaningful conversation with the